So I've received this comment basically asking me if I can connect the DJI Mic Mini to an external hard drive, that's a USB-C hard drive, and whether or not you can that way record directly to the hard drive and don't actually need an adapter like I've showed in my other video. If you want to use an iPhone with a lightning port to record video or whichever other camera. So we're going to test out that just now. My hypothesis is that it will not work because I've tried recording with my Mac, and when recording with the Mac you actually have to use a recording software that just recognizes this as a microphone. But we'll still try it, and for that I will connect this hard drive to my computer right now, and we'll format it to, I believe, let's say something like exFAT, something that will definitely work, just to make sure that there's no issue with compatibility. So it's this hard drive right here, the T3. I'm gonna erase this exFAT, just to call it test. Okay, and I'm gonna hit erase. So erasing the drive is now completed. I'm gonna show you it's empty right here. I'm gonna eject the drive, and now we're gonna test the microphone. Before doing that, I will connect this piece to my computer to show you how I usually would go about recording with this, connecting to a computer. Okay, so while testing this out, I actually noticed that you have to remove this piece right here because you can't have both the cable and this. For whatever reason, it just switches mode, I believe, and it just doesn't show up that way. But if you unplug that, it actually appears here. So you can see DJI Mic Mini. And if I put this closer to my face, you can actually see how this changes. And we can change settings too. Let's make this plus 12. Now it's way more sensitive, and it's probably gonna clip a lot of that. Okay, so this way we know it definitely does work. Now let's connect it to the hard drive and conduct the actual test. Now for this contraption, we're gonna connect it this way. And yeah, I think it's not going to work, but I'll try it anyways. I don't know where I would actually press here to start a recording, but it's also not indicating this connected. So I'm going to press this button. That doesn't do anything. I'm holding the mic, so if it was to record something, that would be pretty cool. But pressing each and every button, I don't think anything is happening. But we'll check the hard drive in just a second if by any chance it actually did record something. What I want to say is that if you're looking for a microphone that records locally, most likely reason why you want to use the Mic Mini, DJI Mic Mini, is because it's so cheap, and that's a valid argument. That's what makes this so cool. I would say if your budget is a bit higher, you can use the DJI Mic 2 or 3, which is 3 times as expensive, so not that good of a deal, but that does allow you to record locally to this device. I find it very annoying that this doesn't record locally, but still, like, I can use it with my iPhone, I can use it with my iPad, so that does work. With my camera, my DSLR, it does not work, so that is, yeah, annoying, but I always have my phone with me, so I'm just gonna record with my phone and then stitch the audio and video together afterwards. But yeah, it's not optimal. I'm gonna go grab a different cable because this is like using an adapter, which the adapter works. It's a good adapter, but just to make sure, I'm gonna use a different cable too. Here we go. We got a USB-C to USB-C cable just to make sure that we have actually tested every possibility. Make sure to remove this plug because it's gonna confuse the device. So as you can see, the cable is connected to the drive. I'm going to take the mic and I'm just going to press some buttons here and there. I don't know if that actually does anything, but yeah, we'll see in a second. Now, as I said before, I wouldn't even know how to like stop the recording at that point or start a recording, but maybe it's just recording constantly. I'm going to take this hard drive now and connect it back to the computer, and then we'll get our answer. Okay, and as we can see, sadly, as expected, it did not record anything because yeah, well, seeing the way it works with QuickTime, you actually have to use a software to record this. So there's 3 ways you can record the audio and then stitch it together later. You can use your phone recording it, you can use the iPad recording it. At least that's the options for me, with iPad using the USB-C adapter, iPhone using the Lightning adapter in combination. And then the third option is using the cable directly to a computer, USB-A or USB-C, both work. So those are the options if you want to use the mic mini. If not, I would recommend getting the DJI mic 2 or 3. And if that's too expensive, I would just look for a different mic altogether that is cheaper, because what's so good about these is actually that it's a dedicated mic. It's not your iPhone mic, which might be far away. So that's like the main benefit you get with one of these microphones. And then also you get like this fluffy thing here that reduces wind noise by so much. So there's not a lot, like not high requirements going into these microphones, but it's just the fact that it is a microphone that you can take with you. That's what makes it so cool. So just look around for other microphones like these. You should be able to find something good at a cheaper price point, and just make sure to read whether or not this actually has onboard audio recording. And I might even do a follow-up video, or yeah, test some other microphones, and then we'll see, compare the quality as well as if you can record locally, which is yeah, super annoying. I mean, you could also use aux. That's another method that I haven't talked about, but my camera doesn't have aux, so that's not an option for me either. There's a lot of options. It's just not gonna record locally. And also, what I honorable mention, use an old phone, connect the phone to this, and that way you can record to the phone using either, well, Lightning, the aux port, or whatever. And that way you actually make sure you can save it somewhere, at least if you have a camera that doesn't support this. Yeah. That should be it. Shouldn't be a long video. If you found this helpful, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.